Yeah, I'm like, oh, great. I found it at like 4. Coach Fish texts me. I'm like, dude, really? I'm like, come on, you're killing me, Schmelz. Not a YouTuber yet. Well, no chance. I'm Mark. I'm Ben. Oh, okay. I have that cold, yeah. Oh, Max played. Oh, I forgot to mention his setup. I'm gonna. He played. Yeah, we were on the same team like 3-4 years ago. You done? Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, let's see here. Woo-hoo-hoo! All right. Oop, now I gotta put in my. Avon, sorry, I was distracted. Avon, Ben? Is Max gonna play?
Not tonight.
Yeah, we're. Oh, hello. All right, let me see if. All right, let me see. Can you ask him now? Comes and goes. Ooh. Oh, sound now? No. No, folks, I guess there's no sound. So that's for why. It's not pick it up broken. No. I've been told there's no sound, but you have a power play if anyone can hear me. As I go in the square. Shot. Oh, just 30 to it. Down low, gets it. Alex, quick feed. Oh, nicely done. That's the kill just off his stick. Jumped in below for Nash. Nash probably going to get that to Grady. No, he goes right to the point. Alex with a clean shot. Nope, block. As that just comes out of the zone. Alex. And that is a bouncing puck. Picked up by Pewitt. Thinking about dropping it, he does. Peterson couldn't connect on that one. Spear comes racing up the sideboards. That's speed. Hits the brakes. Nash there. Along with Speltz. And we're just trying to chip it in. We got 15 seconds left. One man advantage of it. Brookings got the first penalty of the game. Hope to see that. Honors, the lone defenseman. It's a good job keeping that where he needs to make sure Brookings didn't come in with it. There's a little bit of dancing there by Henry Peterson. There's Honors. Shot deflected. And Emmett scoots up to make sure that wasn't an odd man break. Feeds it over to, looks like, Steady. Ooh, nice little pass with Alex Smith out by Brookings. Broken up just 7 seconds. This is about it for the power play. Not even sure I bother with the audio if you can hear me. Minute 17 in the first. No score affair against Brookings. We've had a fair shots. It's like 10-3 in favor of us. As Teddy gets written into the boards, honors. Nice little outlet pass, just out the out of Speltz, and that goes into the back on that. I'm getting reports it comes and goes. Could be Wi-Fi, could be who knows. I'm gonna try retiring the AirPods. It'll get noisy, but at least you can hear the. All right. I am going to hear audio off the iPad. Hopefully you can hear me. I'll try and look at GroupMe on occasion. I'll talk during the period break, which will be a resurface because we started with a sheet that had one skate on it. So just winding up this first period here, scoreless affair, as the Flyers are trying to break it up before something happens, and thankfully that was blocked by Gala, sent into the back boards here as Runman tries to hits the brakes behind the net, looking to feed that pass. No one there except Brookings as they regroup at the blue, trying to do something with 20 seconds, and they do. Blue line shot, screen, score, Brookings. There's, maybe not celebrate in front of our bench. D-bag move by Brookings, and that's going to cost him. I don't know what exactly. We'll take it. Goal still on the board. Well, I guess incidental. Nash will go off too. It's a shame. 16 seconds left in the period. We just couldn't break it out. Their D got it. Slid it. Screen. Gala couldn't see it. Goal, Brookings. Thank you for the feedback. All right. I guess I'm not using the AirPods. Hopefully you can hear me. I think I'm pretty far away from the action. 16, here's a little 10-4 on shots. In favor of us, but the one that counts is the one that goes in the back of the net. As this period winding down as Brookings trying one more desperate attempt. Not desperate, they're the ones that have the goal, but 1 second left. That's going to be it. So we'll get a resurface here. I'm going to let this thing roll. Surface every 2 periods. I don't know if you heard me. I don't know when the sound was on or not, but we started with 1 period of ice already played on this sheet, so they are going to resurface, and then we'll have a break here for a few minutes and return for the second and third period, down 1-0 to Brookings. From a shots on goal standpoint, definitely, and I would say scoring opportunities. We lead, but not with the scoreboard, but we got 2 full periods to bounce back. I'm not too concerned. Their tendies been doing a good job, so is Alex. 1 goal. We've come back from much worse than that. So watch the Flyers hit the showers, but see what coaches say. Get them to rally and regroup. Find their mouth guards. Tether them. No fair play points on that matter today, but it's always good to, as a practice, to make sure we're not getting unnecessary penalties.
Can you do something wrong?
Who? Oh, yeah, I don't know. All right, now I'm gonna. It's a good time for me to text any viewers to see if they can hear me. Testing. But I suppose all the people on GroupMe are here. Still recovering from a cold, so I will not bore you. And I've done it, trust me, with spewing for the intermission during the resurface. In fact, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to go get a drink. Non-alcoholic, of course. It would be nice. I'd rather have a beer.
commentary, just know that your audience appreciates the commentary.
Oh, that's good. Because they were like, we want to hear him. I'm like, oh, that's good. I thought
100%.
oh, cool. Thanks. Yeah, Kip did a nice job yesterday. Yeah. He's retired. All right, another shout out to Kip. I'm back. You got a water, cough drop. All right, we're just gonna erase that 16-second scrappy goal. Regroup here. Okay, that kid's big. 15. Can't expect that out of South Dakota. Mostly the North Dakota, you think they're big farm kids, but here we go. Well, we got 4, and they have 5, so either they got to lose one or we got to gain one. They were incidental, so we got 2 in the box. Still 5 on. Speltz, especially their center, we might need. Speltz draw goes to Brookings as they try and dump it. Captured by Alex, who goes to his line mate Anders as he does the centering pass. Just off the stick of Speltz, regains it, dumps it, and shot. Bounce, huge rebound. No one there. Speltz pushes Atkin into the boards. That was legal. No arms in the air on that one. Kellen tries to fight to get to that puck, but he kind of got a pick move in basketball. That goes out the skate of Alex, and that scoots into the corner. 3 versus 3 there for Brookings versus Flyers. Centering pass almost picked off, but not. As the pass just eluded Kellen, he wasn't looking for it. Those eyes in the back of his head were not working. So we're going to try and break this out of the zone again. A little tip, almost bounced up, bounced at the blue, but not over. Alex will retreat in his corner. See if he can feed it to Pruitt. Nope. It goes up and over past their bench. That'll be a draw. What are they going to do? I guess they'll do it. Must have left before the blue. So they will take that. Defensive draw here for the Flyers. New Flyers. For this defensive draw here, I'm going to put my glasses back on. Okay, that's Runman. The draw. Brookings gains it. Nice pass back to the D. Was way off mark. Good for us. As we check up, but just not quite in time. Henry's eyes got wide on that pickoff, but we had to get one of our players onside. They called it offside. That'll come on the dot outside the blue. And what do we got? A mouth guard check? Mouth wash breath? I don't know. All right. Brookings near side, trying to break it out. Runman with pressure. Snook with pressure. They escaped that. They've got numbers at center. Centering pass. Good pressure by Emmett. Went down to a knee, but whiffed on it. They still have control. But shoots wide. Now into the corner. As Henry Moen trying to get control. This bounces up and controlled by Brookings as we feed that out to number 17, Henry Peterson. Now Moen back behind the net. Chips that out. Race to the puck. Of course, who wins that one? Emmett not only gets the stick, but the puck, he knocks the stick out of the kid's hands as he puts a little muscle on him to free him off the puck. Gets it down low to Snook, who's pressing as a D. Back to Henry. Little skate move off of Emmett. Going to try and recoup here. Fresh legs for Brookings as we take control. Henry Peterson with a little backyard rink move eludes one of the defenders from Brookings. Looking to feed the point or the middle. Feeds the middle, just couldn't quite get it to Runman. Runman shipping that ahead, trying to get that up, and Snook rifles that down. Had Caden Thorpe on that play as well. Speaking of Caden Thorpe, he's going to race, but that will be icing on Brookings, and we will get an offensive draw here against Brookings. So as you can see, 11-5 in shots, if that's any way accurate. I think it is. I was talking to the Godfather, Brian, founder of the Flyers, at the break, and he agreed. I think we've been outplaying them with more scoring chances. Unfortunately, with 16 seconds left in the first, they got one in. So we're going to do our best to make sure we get that and a couple more to get the first game win in this 3-game tournament here in full play in lovely That is sarcastic. Minnetonka. Just kidding. I know we have some players in Lensmeyer that I think live in Tonka. But they made a good school decision by going to Benilde. And Brookings sends it deep. And Caden Thorpe chasing as he takes a hit. Brookings back to the point. Firing up. Ooh, good pass save. Gala saw that all the way. That thing might have gone in. And that was a nice C&I move. And that will be enough for icing. But nice save by Alex Gala on that one. Got through. If that blocker wasn't there, that's in the back of the net. So a little early action here, just a few minutes into the second. As Spelks gets ready for the draw. There's some music. Wins the draw, fires it back to Caden. Caden off the boards, a little chip up the boards. Spelks is chasing, giving chase, and look at that. Brookings trips over the crease, which is good for us, but he regains his balance and gets his skates underneath him as the same guy shoots at the length of the ice. That's going to be enough for an icing. Bring it back for an offensive draw for the Flyers. So I'm not sure. I'll have to do some more experimenting why my AirPods didn't work, but as long as you can hear me on this, I must say I think the Wi-Fi Pagel got better shot by Anders from the blue, deflected by the goaltender. No one there for the rebound as Brookings takes up the side of the ice, puck behind the net, battled with Alex and Anders as Mickey Lensmeyer shoves that up. Oh, nifty little move by Brookings. But a little too fancy. That almost went over the blue, but not quite. Flyers trying to gain control of the puck. Alex bumps him out the puck. Dumps it to Lensmeyer. Mickey behind the net. And Shufflebein centers it almost to the Brookings player. And there comes Eddie Watson. I see a hold on someone. Actually, I saw the ref call it, so Mickey's shaking his head, so I'm guessing that's number 10. Lensmeyer, he's pleading, thankfully with some good language. That will not get him another 2 or 10, which this Flyers team has been known to do in the past. But not tonight, folks, not tonight. Holds are a little sketchy, very subjective, but didn't see enough myself, but was probably off the plate a little bit as Brookings has the power play for 2 minutes as they set up their star. And nice little centering pass broken up. And look out, there's Emmett. He's got a couple chasing, but he's on. Almost able to get a shot off. Runman down there low with him as Brookings regains control. They hit the neutral zone with speed, dumps it down. And Brookings probably going to feed the point. Nope. He just does a little hand up. There's, oh, nice. Yeah, I think Gala saw that guy just sitting up right in the slot, right in the middle. And Gala saw that shot right off the gate. He had a good angle on that one. So nice job, Alex Gala, on that one. As Brookings circles the net. Another shot, a little close for Ovechkin's corner circle. Another shot, another save. Boy, they're getting a few shots on Snook goes high off the glass, not enough to get it out. Brookings gains control, another center feed, and that was seen or blocked, I think maybe by one of the defenders. That's going to go up, and a little swat in the air, and finally, Runman gets a hold of that one, and they dump it down. We get some fresh Flyers after that flurry. Emmett still on there, Spelts holding at the blue, trying to gain control, eat up a little time with 35 seconds left in this 5-on-4 for Brookings. As that puck is tipped, deflected, and Smith goes back, trying to push this guy off. Perfect. That was centered right to Henry Mullen, who dumps out the length of the ice. And now we have less than 20 seconds on the power play as they gain the zone with speed. And high shot goes wide. 7 ticks until we're full, as you can hear Alex Gala smoking his stick, or not the other goalie smoking his stick. And with that, The penalty is over. We go back to 5-on-5. The box is empty. And Calamine putting a little pressure on down low. Little chip pass up to center ice. That is deflected. And we're going to get a whistle. And they might take us out to center. The puck drop is dependent on where the puck exits. Not always after a goal at the beginning of the game. So sometimes when that puck goes out in a certain area, in which case, which is in between the red and the blue, they'll put it back at the center dot. As we put a little pressure, and there's Calamine. Gets that off the Nash. Picked off by Brookings as he looks to center that in the skates of a Brookings winger, but we do a good job. Brady Pewitt exits the zone. They'll give us a little time as Caden Thorpe takes his time and looks for an outlet pass. It's Kellen near side. Kellen looking on pass. Just a bouncing puck. Just missed the stick of Caden Thorpe as Brady Pewitt and Chase Brookings ends up with the puck high off the glass, but that goes far enough that Teddy gets that one. Continued pressure by the Flyers. Nice little step up by Caden. There's a little opportunity for the for Brookings, and they capitalize. It's a nice pass, made a nice move, and that puts the bad guys, Brookings. Can I make up a nickname for these? Brookings Bandits? I don't know. They stole that first goal. That's why I'm going to call them the Bandits. But Brookings, that was a nice play. I got to give them credit. Did a little pinch, and then they had an extra skater in the zone, and that turned out to a nice little play, and nothing Gala could do about that one. As now we have a 2-goal deficit here, halfway through the second period. As Emmett tries to tip one, just couldn't quite get it to the net, and there's a nice little rumble in front of the net with Pewitt, and who's that? Speltz, sorry. As Emmett battling on the boards, winning that battle so far. Brookings sends in some reserves. Peterson out there. See if he can put that big body on someone and chip up the boards. Too far. Anders with a nice pinch holds his own, but he's got to wait for his teammates to get onside, and that thing travels the length of the ice. So that must have been out their stick. So we'll get an offensive draw. See some kids warming up in this. We're on rink 1. This is the better of the two. We are moving rinks tomorrow morning. We're going to be at the Tonka Ice Arena. So they've got Junior Gold A and B, so this is a big tournament, and that is going to be offside, which is good for us. So they'll take it outside the zone. The dot. Now they're trying to figure out who's at fault for that one, which often happens. Hey, you were dancing with the blue. No, I wasn't. You got to speed up. Speltz wins the draw. Peterson drops to Anders. Anders over to Alex, and we have a penalty. I did not. There's a cross check somewhere. Boy, all right. Well, I guess that's on Henry Peterson. I missed that one. Of course, I miss a lot of things. Blame the rest for a lot of things. But I'm in a safe spot up here. All right, well, Brookings going to go back with a one-man advantage. There was 6:34 in the second. Down 2 in the second. As Brookings gets to point, and they set up their power play as our four try the best they can to cut off the passing zones. Nice short side shot by Brookings was easily seen and blocked by Gala as they feed the point again. Back to top of the circle as he takes a shot that skittles back to the boards. Speltz loses a stick. Thankfully, Honors tipped that back to him so we don't have 4 and 3 with sticks. And another shot, pad save by Gala. Almost leaves the zone, but not quite as they recenter or regather behind the net. Back out to point here is their, and that is nicely deflected by Gala. Saw that the whole way back in the netting. That'll give our Flyers a chance to get 4 new skaters out. We got a minute 14 in this on the power play for Brookings. Runman with the draw. Got Milo out there. We got some beef. Oh, swing and a miss as they finally regroup. Another miss pass, so that's a nice break for the Flyers as Moen eyes that puck all the way down. And there's Runman, who's going to get to that puck first. And Brookings gains control here with 50 seconds left in the power play as they take the zone with speed. But Moen meets him at the bottom. And unfortunately, Brookings got that one back. They're looking a little disorganized, and we made them pay for it. Runman ships that out of the zone. They dump it. Alex just sticks that to the corner. Snook waiting for that one, putting pressure on number 3-3. Still, oh, nice tie-up by Milo. Just grabbed the Brookings winger's stick and lifted him in the air. Otherwise, that would have been on the stick and a scoring opportunity. So nice job by Milo as they regroup. Probably going to hit the point. Good pressure by Henry Moen. The other 9, Snook, is putting pressure on. There's Milo. And he gets it at least. Oh, nice. Okay. A little too much for them to handle. We are full strength, folks. Another penalty kill for the Flyers. A very familiar situation for us. So I hate to say it, but we are getting good at it. It'd be nice if we spent a little less time. Henry Peterson gains control. Shot deflected out the shin pad of the defender as Brookings gains control. Another shot high off the glass, but Snook was able to snipe that, send that deep, get a couple fresh Flyers out there. They were probably tired after that PK. And for some unknown reason, they just blindly send it the length of the ice, and that'll turn into an offensive draw for the Flyers. We'll take it. Shots are actually now in favor of Brookings, so they came out, I was going to say flying, but that's our term. They came out of the second period with a lot more shots. Brookings again, the face-off draw, as they try and wrangle that. Hewitt up the side of the board, just trying to skip it to Nash, just went past from Nash. In chase as they dump it all the way down. Thorpe retreats to get that one, and another dump. Teddy controls it behind the net. Another chip just off the stick of Hewitt as they change, thankfully, because that would have been a pass right to their winger. Teddy up to Kellen. Kellen, nice little pass to Nash. Nifty move to one of the defenders. He's coming in basically solo, but he's got Hewitt with him as he drops, and they send it, and that's in the bench, and there's some clamoring, and another offensive draw for the Flyers. This period seems to have gone quickly. 3 minutes left. Shots 14 Brookings, 12 Flyers. 2-goal deficit. We're going to have 18 minutes to see if we can correct that. As that puck snakes past the Brookings player and jump pass and picked off by Brookings. Nice little move by Teddy. Now Brookings keeps that puck on their stick. And rink-wide pass to the other D. Puts a shot on. I think that hit a blocker of Alex as that pass just eludes Emmett, but somehow he gets a stick on it. Make sure that didn't go to Brookings, but Brookings does eventually end up with the puck on their stick as there's Teddy down deep. See if we can feed the puck to someone else. We got Henry Peterson near said wing where he should be. Centering pass through the crease, but no harm, no foul as Speltz gains the zone with Emmett in tow. Poke check by Brookings, and another poke check by Emmett to keep the puck in the zone. Spelt's pushing and shoving, trying to win that puck battle in the near side boards. Emmett comes out with it, feeds. Henry, shot on goal, just off the stick of the attendee of Brookings, as Brookings gains control as they try and dump it and hit the man in stripes and have it again. Nice shot, glove save by Gala. You saw that one. He had unfettered access to the net. Gala had a good job, had to get that glove up real high. It was almost Fleury-like, see? Must have been studying left. So, nice job, Alex. Between the pipes for the Flyers as Alex shoves that up the boards, tries to tip that. Milo trying to battle for it. We got a few Flyers. Now we got a loose puck. Running gobbles it up. And he's got an opportunity with Paulson, who shoves up. That might have been a little high. I think their goalie's going to head for the boards. That'll be roughing. I don't know. Brady Paulson will go out for 2 or something. I haven't seen the call yet. Brady had a nice opportunity, but that was deflected. And then he went and just made sure that guy knew he was on the ice. Like I said, Brady not afraid to throw the body around a little bit, but we'll serve 2 for that one. Still haven't seen the call. A little discussion. Uh-oh, that's never good. Boy, I don't know if that's a 2 and 10 or... I must say I made another mistake in my previous broadcast. I said we lost our fair play point. In fact, we did not. They did the same thing. I thought it was a 2 and 10 on Milo, but it was a double minor, but for some reason they put 2 guys in the box. There's only 2 up on the clock, so we'll see. I don't know. Didn't look like it was... Looked like roughing, if anything. And now we got a trip, so the whistles are coming out. I think that'll even things up here. I hope. Yeah, that's you, Red. Brookings, get in the box. Come on. What? He just called a trip. All right, I'm confused. I swear I was not drinking. I don't know. Watch the replay. I swear he had a trip call, but needless to say, power play for Brookings again. As they shift around the boards, set up, and try and find their passing lane. And shot and score off the slot. They'll put them up 3-0. One of the guys is coming out of the box. Okay, so let's see if that penalty comes off. If it does, it's a 2 and 10. Let's see, the clock operators have a little conversation with the umpire. And we'll see what happens. And the penalty stays up. Not sure. The veteran clock operator. Okay, they took it off. All right, so unfortunately for Brady, that might be a 2 and 10. Okay, here's nice poke check for Brookings. Broke up potential outlet pass to enter the zone, but just about 5 seconds left in this second period, which we'd like to forget. We let 2 in. Here's the last minute chance. And nice block save by Alex Gala. Woo, that was like a penalty shot. He read that all the way. He went 5-0, and he closed that thing quicker than he can rifle that puck. So as we enter the third, now the shots are 17-13 in favor of Brookings, who also has a 3-0 lead, as we have 1 period, 15 minutes to try and get the puck in the back of the net. Change of sides here as they regroup to the bench. We had a little bit of a late start. Not too bad. I thought it was going to be later because I forgot you can start a game with 1 period of unsurfaced ice. So, Flyers, 3-goal deficit.
Not a lot of shots for us this period. I'll have to look at the replay. I know we had the advantage by 5 or 6, so I think we've only had a few shots in the second, so we're going to have to reverse that, put some pressure on, at least get 1 or 2 in, and so get us in a situation where we can maybe pull the goalie and have a force a tie. Coach giving him his best 3-0 come from behind speech. Can't tell you what I'd say. Score 3 times. Just make sure we don't give up another one. Maybe be a little more aggressive on the pinching in their zone, but to be honest, we haven't had the puck in their zone a ton in that last period. We did in the first period, so hopefully we can kind of get back to that first period of play. I don't know why, but I saw this last year. Sometimes after the period break, we just came out flat-footed. So maybe now that we've had a little action under our legs, we'll come back firing in the third and show them who the Flyers can really be. So let's get the puck drop. Looks like Nash will take that with Grady Pewitt and Kellen. And we're just about to figure everything. So they have at least one, or do they have 2 power play goals? I forget. But another key, staying on. Oh, there's a helmet by Kellen. That's an immediate whistle. Thank God for the safety of Kellen. Hopefully they don't make him leave. They do, of course. Well, what's he saying? There's no strap? Well, we got some words over there. I mean, obviously, he's had a strap on there. We have a little causerie here. Oh, we need someone out there. That someone is Emmett. Nash will take the draw. Hopefully Kellen can get that strap figured out, get back in the ice, because we'll need him. Kellen with the hat trick they gave before last, as Henry Mullen feeds Grady Pewitt on the sideboards. Nash putting pressure on. Oh, came up with the puck temporarily. And Grady Pewitt has it. Centering pass. Oh, Emmett had a shot, but it was just tipped off one of the defender's sticks. And the goalie jumps on it. Good scoring opportunity there. That's what I like to see. There's a shot on net. Just 23 seconds into this period. We need to keep doing that. And we get ourselves back in this game. As Grady Pewitt dumps it back to Henry Mullen. Another little dribbler covered up. We need something with a little more fire on it to get past that Tendy, but still like the pucks on the net. It'd be nice to get a rebound opportunity, which this goaltender has given up a few of. Make sure we get someone in front of that net to knock that loose puck in. They call them garbage goals, but they count the same, and Breezy was known for that. So let's look to take advantage of some of those rebounds as Brookings, quick shot right in Ovechkin's area. And looks like we just covered that up. Alex Gala. Nice job seeing that one. Wasn't sure if he was going to pass it or shoot it, but he was ready for either. Jeez, we're God, he sends him off the ice. Mouth guard, who knows? Boy, very strict umpiring crew here. Equipment stuff. Mouth guards, straps. I guess they're looking after their safety. I don't think my kid's worn a mouth guard for 2 years, but whatever. As the Flyers try and break it up, Moline far side decides to dump that. Almost done that. Hits the point. Hewitt and Chase. As they break it out, Brookings, as they've got a floater out there. And they gain control. Shot. Just goes wide, thankfully. As Flyers try and regain control, and no one but Moline tips it to himself, but retrieved by Brookings as they try and break it out. Nash put a stick on that, but still controlled by Brookings as we battle at the blue. And the ref skates as Brookings dumps it in. Gala shoves that back. for his defenseman Henry Moan. He puts a little move, a little tip by Grady Pewitt, but gained shot on goal as Teddy tries to weave and Brookings gets a quick shot. Alex, another nice angle to make sure that did not end up in a 4-0 score. Turnover, but no damage. Speltz will take that draw. Teddy fighting for the puck. Fighting. Speltz just past Henry Peterson. That shot's wide. As that is controlled by Teddy. And a little hold of the stick on Emmett, but no call. McCain's his own little pinch by Caden. Brookings comes up with it, but Teddy there to get that, make sure that wasn't a shot on net. Caden tips that past the blue. Brookings still offside. Whatever. As that puck just goes off Emmett's stick. As Speltz comes racing in and dumps that in the corner. Brookings with another breakout. They've been doing a good job breaking out, I must say. As nice little poke check by Henry, but Brookings, here's a high slot. Oh boy. Yeah. Well, he picked the corner on that one. I'm not going to show them running through their lineup, but puts us down 4-0. Not a good place for the Flyers. Boy, these guys have had some really good scoring opportunities where they've had no one blocking their shot. Just nice feed, top of the slot. They're taking advantage of it. So we got to put ourselves in a similar situation if we want any chance of coming back in this game. Nice nifty move by Brookings. Not sure how big a city Brookings is, but I'm sure they have a lot of kids to choose from. They came to play. As Alex comes up the far side boards, but trapped by 3 Brookings players. As Runman hands that one into the zone. Mickey trying to deflect that. That goes all the way down. That'll be nice. I've seen Mickey for a while. Alrighty, Watson. Or shuffle line. We're still done. For whatever reason. As Brookings enters the zone, no call on that. And that's sent down for Alex as he pushes a Brookings player into the boards. Honors trying to retrieve. Get it up to Mickey. Mickey back to Honors. Honors circles. Thought about giving it to Mickey. Instead he chips it up to Runman, who takes it. Poke checked away by Brookings, and that was just past the red. No ice on that as they dump that. And that clearing attempt was blocked by Brookings. Here's a scoring opportunity. Goes, I'm not sure if that was tipped or just went very high into the net. Maybe Gala got a piece of that. Down 4-0 with 10:43. All right, here's Eddie and Schuffelbein. Speltz with the defensive end draw. And they feed the point immediately. And he's looking for a shot. Puts it off of Alex's stick into the netting. We'll do that again. Brookings gains control again, temporarily, and again. And Brookings still a little stuff move, thwarted. Near side boards for Grady. Couldn't get a stick on it. And it continues in the zone. Speltz will hopefully exit the zone. He will. He'll skate with it. Just over the bouncing puck over Grady's stick. Schuffelbein. Speltz near side, trying to get control of it. A little poke check by Brookings as they gain control again and dump it. They get some fresh skaters. It'd be nice if we just came out with steam and take advantage of that, but we didn't. Cross-ice pass just off the boards with Shufflebein. As he passes it to Brookings. Near side is back to Speltz as he's trying to figure out who he can hit and trying for Eddie Watson. Must have been tipped. No ice there. As we have it deep in the zone. Flyers changing. As we're trying to get a little pressure. Speltz with a pickoff. Shot just wide. Nice job by Speltz reading that one and getting a stick on it. And that's going to go back to RD. Sorry, I thought that was deeper. Spin around move by Snook as he hits Grady Shufflebein, who hits Kellen. Kellen back to Speltz. Speltz. Oh, and he puts it in. Okay. No more shutout for the Brookings Bandits. Nice little play there. Speltz from the lean. And we're back on the board. We're on the board, I should say. Anything's possible. Nash with a draw with Grady Pewitt. And Kellen must have got his helmet fixed. And Brookings takes that D to D up to their side wing as he tries to make a move, but Teddy's there for him. Kellen exits the zone. Brookings gains control. They just dump it. Caden and Chase. Dumps that up to Kellen. Just picked off by Brookings. Oh boy. Thank God we had our D cover that. I think Caden did a good job. Ash putting some offensive pressure with Grady Pewitt as they hit their near side winger here as they enter the zone. And shot wide. Big carom off the back of the boards, and that puck is still bouncing. Alex Gall finally gobbles that up. 8:28, down 3. I guess you can see that. And see if we can get at least a little fire to bring into the momentum of tomorrow's early game. Nash with the drop. Brookings controls, falls down. Nash is taking that one, just looking for some support. He's got Kellen over there. If he can gain control, dumps it to Grady Pewitt. Just past the outstretched arms of Teddy. Teddy gets it. He's going to regroup, try another breakout. Far side pass, Kellen, or Caden rather. Pass just off the mark, picked off by Brookings. As Nash puts some offensive pressure on. And puck trying to chip out. Good job by Caden holding that puck in. Brookings trying to break out. There they go near side, going on. As now they go far side, but a little snow might have helped that keep in the zone. Fortunate for the Flyers as we keep picking at it. And nice job by Henry Peterson putting some pressure on as that is finally past the blue, the red, and to the goal line as Alex comes out with speed, trying to go coast to coast here. So far, so good. Drops it to Grady Pewitt. Pewitt, shot, quick shot on goal. It's almost missing. Yeah, nice another shot. So I like the effort to play a little better than I did in the second period. So still need 3 to get us back in this game for a tie. Speltz, Emmett, Peterson. Back to Alex. He's going to try a shot from the blue that gets tipped and flops in. Okay. Ooh. Another nice save by the men in stripes. That puck might have saved a little one-on-one. We'll take it as Speltz takes the puck, shoots that up to Henry. Henry in the skates of Brookings. Back to Anders. There's another mouth guard on the ice. Tether. Emmett does a nice job tipping it to himself, but a couple Brookings players there to retrieve as trying to kick the puck, do whatever we can to get it into the zone as Brookings retrieves. Alex puts some pressure on. There's Emmett. He'll pick off that centering pass and they'll gain the zone. One hand pushing the defenders away as that's chipped by Brookings, and a lazy puck is not enough for an ice as Kellen retrieves, circles, passes it to Alex as he goes far side boards, trying to tip that up. Good job by Speltz tying up the defenders, so that floats into their zone as they circle behind the net, with pressure, get it up to their winger. Excuse me. Nice touch pass. Kellen with control over to Speltz. As Kellen tries to elude the defenders, just 5:38 to play here. Long stretch pass picked out by Brookings as they enter the zone. Nice little move. 20's got a goal already. And that goes off Hunter's stick harmlessly over the back of the net. Sorry, more water. As that puck bounces off of Kellen, he finds it, feeds it to Moline, and he scores! Okay, nifty. Fast play, even better. Kellen a little behind the back to Milo. Did I say Moline? Yeah. Milo Duggan. We're not even going to go through the... Going to pick up some mouth guards. So 4-2 with 5 to play. We're firing back. Like I said, that's the type of play we needed all game, but we'll see if that's enough to maybe get us on the board 1 or 2 more times. Brady Paulson with it. He dumps it in. Bouncing puck turned aside by the Tendy. There's Brookings feeling our heat here with under 5 to play. Ooh, there's a little puck that floated through the crease by Nash as Brookings gains, and they put a shot on that's deflected high into the netting. .442. Let's see if we can get 2 more. At least 1 more, and then pull the goalies. Hey, stranger things have happened. 4-4-2, a very good car model back in the day. Yeah, thank you. Let's just shoot that mouth guard. Who's going to claim it? I'm not sure it's necessarily Alex's, but those things can be pretty deadly if you get a skate on a mouth guard. So wise move getting that thing out the ice. It always bothers me when there's all kinds of things. Brady Paulson picks off a centering pass by Brookings as he gains his zone. He's got Milo. Oh, just a little behind the back pass, just outside the reach. Milo gains it, but exit the zone. Caden Thorpe does a little spin move, try and keep that action on their side of the ice. And we're going to get an elbow. I see number 15 going to the bench. Yeah, Milo, well, I mean, he's tall. Of course his elbow's going to hit him. But well, not unfamiliar territory. We had a few shorthanded goals last year. Is that a call? Perhaps. It'd be nice to get 4. Okay, now we got 4. Ash, Speltz, Alex, and Kellen as Brookings tries to hit the D, but we're covering them nicely so they could not feed the point. Brookings trying to set up, pressure by Speltz, not pressure by Alex, as they're not able to get any outlet passes, and sure enough, Nash comes out with the puck. He's got Kellen as he enters his own. Puck just deflected off the defender's stick. We have an empty net, folks, and we got to keep it in their zone. Oh, shot almost. Henry Peterson almost connected on that one. Risky move here by coach, but loose puck in front. Goaltender was not in position either. Just couldn't get that puck to settle down to get a shot off as Cohen circles the net. He's going to shoot that back. Somebody's got to get their first Henry in chase. Henry lifts the stick, tries to gain possession of that puck. We got to keep them in their zone with that empty net as Brookings sends it behind the boards. And they got a floater, number 20. He's already on the board. Nice pickup by Kel Moline. That's a baseball player right there, folks. He just picked that thing out of the air. He's trying to centering pass. Oh, just missed by Henry. As Alex back at the point tries to get that down deep. Speltz near side boards looking for an outlet pass. Goes through everyone. Turnaround shot by Kel Moline, gloved by the goaltender of Brookings. Good pressure here. Like I said, we do have an empty net. We're a man short. We got 27 seconds until we're 5-on-5. Well, technically we're 5-on-5 because we pulled the goaltender, but it'd be nice to have 6-on-5. And we need another player. And here comes Emmett. There we go. If you pull the goaltender, you might as well put another skater out there. Emmett around the boards, trying to nice outlet pass. One was there. What was I talking about before? That was been an easy tap in garbage goal. Like I said, I like garbage goals. That means you're in the right position. Just didn't have anyone there. Brookings with an empty net, and he shoots. Oh, nicely blocked by Paulson. Paulson does a nice job just floating that down. And no icing on that, as we now have a 6-on-5 with the penalty box cleared with Milo. As another centering pass, this game just no one there to knock that in. We've had our opportunities with 2 minutes to play here. Paulson tips that up ahead to Grady Pewitt, who gains his own puck on his stick, races around the referee. Now we got 2 guys in front of the net. I like that, but we need someone to get it to him as well. So a nice pinch by Anders. Puts that deep. Pewitt, Emmett, and Chase tied up in their skates. That goes high off the glass. There's a race for the puck here. Oh, no, Paulson got there. And a little shoving match there ensues, but Anders gets that off his skates. Minute 26. Brookings, just shoots wide, thankfully. And offside, maybe? Guessing it's coming out to this dot. Risky place for us to have. I don't see any goaltenders heading towards the net, so we're going to rely on a good face-off win here by Nash. And he does, and Anders tries to scoop that up. Brookings with possession, and they shoot and score. Well, that's a risky play, and they are punching up on the boards. I'm not going to watch that. I'd rather watch paint dry. Well, the Bandits, as I call them, stole another one. I like that score, 4-3. Actually, should be 5-2, but they awarded the wrong goal, and that's time, I guess. No, we're on a time limit. 8:34, is that some random time in the games? Well, maybe it was 90 minutes from start time, so didn't read the rules. All right, well, that is not accurate. The accurate part is we did lose, but Flyers, nice charge towards the end. Well, they get to do this in less than 12 hours because we're back in Minnetonka for 8 o'clock game. So let's hope the boys can get some rest and come out firing in period 1 tomorrow morning.